Today I am rounding up some of my recent Amazon fashion purchases for spring. I have found some very cute, a little beyond the basics. Also have a few beauty things that I really want to share with you because I've tried a few viral beauty products and some of them I do think are actually pretty good. So we'll talk about that after the fashion. There will be timestamps down in the description box, as well as, of course, links to everything, sizing information, all of that in the description box if you need it. But we might as well start with this very top I'm wearing. You do have to kind of pick and choose undergarments wisely, as well as kind of how tight that you tie the ribbons. You don't have to really like show anything if you don't want to. I suppose if you want to, you could, but if you tie them properly, then it's just kind of like a regular top, but you could definitely untie them, leave it open and wear like a cream cami underneath. That'd be another great way to wear this style top if you were concerned. I know, like if you've got like a 2-year-old that's gonna come pull on one of these ribbons and you're gonna be tatas to the world, then you might want to try like either tying extra knots in the ribbons or wearing some kind of cami underneath or other kind of tank top that will prevent a peep show from happening accidentally. I do want to share a few kind of basics because if you do need to add any staples, basics to your wardrobe, if you're missing anything, I really like this ribbed cream long sleeve tee. The material on the inside is almost like a brushed knit. It's very, very soft and has like a warmth to it. So if it is still kind of chilly where you are, then you will probably really like this. And it's perfect for layering or putting a trench coat on or a jean jacket or something like that again. But it's really versatile in my closet and something that I can wear a lot of different ways. The other kind of basic piece I want to show you is this Free People look-alike tank top. Now, I think the Free People one is, I want to say like somewhere between $30 and $50. And this one is $15 to $17 on Amazon, but it's like that very super stretchy material. It's got all the texture on it. Here's why I like this, especially if you're someone who doesn't love wearing tank top. This one has kind of this square neck, which can be very flattering, as well as the wider straps. They have actually enough fabric here to help tuck in those like side boobs that come out, you know, the third boob, fourth boob, fifth boob, whatever it is. And I know I'm going to be wearing this on repeat this spring. Now, this one I'm very excited about because I love these blazer style tops, the way that they are cut to kind of come in and then flare out just a little bit at the waist. The material is a really nice quality and it's just kind of got that like elevated look to it. So again, it kind of gives you that like try harder than you did vibes. Of course, the gold buttons and everything, it just pulls together a much more like polished look that you could totally dress up, dress down. You could put something under this, something over this, lots of different ways to style this. I stick with colors that look good on me, not necessarily colors that are like, oh, well, I'm just because it's spring, I'm gonna buy pastels, purples, and things. Like if the color is not in my season, if it's not gonna look good on me, I'm not gonna buy it just because it's spring, which is why I like when, you know, there's a top released or something and you have multiple color options because there's usually something that's going to look good on you. And I think, again, a lot of the ways that we style things can make them fit the season, even if the color isn't what you might traditionally think of for a spring color. I really love this knit sweater vest. This you could totally like style over something. I wear this just by itself with like a nice long necklace. I love this green color. The kind of very like yellowy greens are some of my favorites. Again, with this one, I probably could have sized down and it would make it a little easier to wear by itself. I got it in a medium and I probably should have gotten a small. So I would say go for your regular size in this. Unless you really want it to be loose, then you could size up one. But this is one of my favorite spring purchases from Amazon so far. You can see that I have a theme for like the vests and stuff because I do think they're a fun way to wear the garment, the item that I'm wearing to be like a fun and more of a statement. And that is exactly what this little sweater vest is. I just love this, the whole thing about it. It's like a little bit hippie. It's one of those things that I saw it and I was like, yeah, that feels like me. Could totally wear this just by itself. Or you could put like a denim, like a chambray style top underneath it. It would also be really cute with like more of a mesh or almost like sheer long sleeve shirt underneath it. Now this top has fast become a favorite, but this is kind of a satiny, silky, very like flowy, blousey top. I, of course, kind of having that like love for 70s kind of hippie vibe stuff. I love this. But I love that it's just this very simple cream color, and it makes it very easy to style and give it lots of options, lots of different ways to wear it. I got a medium in this because I wanted it to be nice and flowy and loose. You can tie these, you can leave them untied. I kind of sometimes wear them like that with like a little ribbon tied in it. And then I will do like a very simple front tuck. It's not totally see-through. If you're wearing the right bra, the right nude bra for you, then it's not too sheer. It's not like you have to wear something under it. So fast becoming a favorite. Which then brings me to my other favorite. This top is just, I love it so much. I love that the sleeves are kind of sheer mesh, and then you have a lining through the middle, so you definitely don't have to worry about bra showing on this. And then I think one of the most like surprising things when I put it on the first time, and I was like, oh, I love it. It does have like thumb holes. So the sleeves go, you know, obviously like all the way down, and then you've got a thumb hole, which really adds to the look. Because with this kind of mesh long sleeve, you wouldn't want to roll those sleeves up or push those sleeves up. You want them to go all the way down. So it gives you the thumb holes so that your sleeves stay all the way down. I also really love the combo of the brown and the blues. You don't see that a ton, and I think it's a great color combo. All right, we got to talk about these pants. I have not had a ton of luck with buying just random kind of off brands on Amazon. When it comes to denim, I tend to just stick to the Levi's that I know and love. Probably most of it is like due to length, but these are cropped and they have kind of the patch pockets that are more like square on the front. They have them in black, but this is like the grayed black, the washed black version. There's a little bit of distressing on the back. They're stretchy, they're high rise, and they are comfortable. I don't recommend like off Amazon brand pants very often, but these, 2 thumbs up. Siskel and Ebert, we give it 2 thumbs up. I do have a few dresses, but you're gonna have to hang on for those for a little bit longer because I'm going to be doing a spring dress roundup from Amazon and from some other places, but with specifically the bend of long sleeve. Either it's not warm enough yet to be wearing tank dresses, but I feel like it's hard sometimes if you don't want to wear a short sleeve or a tank dress to find really great long sleeve dresses or longer sleeve dresses. So I have been on the hunt for the last 2 months, rounding things up. That video will be coming soon, and I'm going to share a roundup of some of my favorite sort of spring dresses that are long sleeve or mostly long sleeve. So that will be coming soon. Now, let's hop over and talk about some of the beauty finds that are good. Now, this is kind of one of those viral products that I've seen people talk about a ton, which are like the lip stains that you peel off. I've tried another one before that was one of the more expensive brands, and I didn't actually end up really liking that one very much. This one is around $14 on Amazon, and I actually purposely got it in a very sort of neutrally pink shade, but just something that was very natural, I guess you could say, almost like your lips, but better. And I really like it. So you can just line your lips with it, leave it on for a few minutes, and then peel it off. You can fully cover your lips with it, leave it on for a few minutes, and then peel it off. My sister has used it, and what's crazy is it kind of like it looks a little different on each of us, which is kind of wild, right? Because it's the same color, but it really just like enhances your natural lip shade. So especially for days where I don't want to wear a bunch of makeup, if I'm just doing like collagen wrapping mask for some hydrated glowy skin, and then I'm going to put on my Dermatology under eye pen that is like a skincare with a little bit of color corrector in it, and then this, peel it off. I feel like I can actually like go oot and a boot in the world and feel like I just have like a nice healthy glow. So if you like that kind of no makeup look, or even if you don't, you could just do this with a lip gloss over it. I realize I get asked a lot in videos about what lip combo I'm wearing. It does change. Obviously I have a lot of lip products and stuff. For example, in today's video, where is it? Where'd you go? Come on, where are you? In today's video, I'm wearing this e.l.f. lipstick that is a satin lipstick in the shade Dirty Talk. And it's called the O Face. I don't think I even realized that. Yeah, I guess this is their O Face satin lipsticks. We're taking a page out of Nars's naughty little book, I see. This one's in the shade Dirty Talk, and it is just a nice pink shade. So that's what I'm wearing today, with a smidge of the e.l.f. Pout Clout Lip Plumping, getting off the rails here, these naughty words, the lip plumping pen that is a lookalike dupe for the Hourglass ones, which I love, but these are like $35 and the e.l.f. ones are like $7. That's the combo. I'll link it down below just in case. If you want to know, my like most worn combination of all time is a lip liner, almost any mauve nude lip liner, okay? And this is, I got this in the Nordstrom sale, July of last year, and I have turned a number of people onto this product, including my sister, who has almost used hers up entirely and ready to buy another one. This is the Lip Envy from Estee Lauder. It's like a hydrating lip balm called Pure Color Envy, Color Replenish Lip Balm. So really, it's a lip balm that pulls out, in my opinion, the very best of your natural lip color. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of one of those things that you have to try. And I say this because my sister's not a big lipstick wearer or anything. And she's like, I love this. She's obsessed with it too. This, putting the lip stain on, letting this stain your lips, peeling it off, and then putting this over top of it. Ooh. Chef's kiss, chef's kiss. Okay. I just looked to see if this is on Amazon, and it is actually for sale on Amazon. I am secretly hoping that it'll be back in the Nordstrom sale this year in some kind of like, I don't know, 2 for the price of 1 thing, because I want more of it. The next very cool thing that I thought maybe was going to be a little gimmicky, but you know, for the sake of science, I decided to try it. It's this Real Technique sponge, and I actually got the set, which you don't need to do. It's $15.99 for the set that comes with 2 brushes and the sponge, or you can just buy the sponge for $6.99. I like both of these brushes just fine, but unless you need them, I would just buy the sponge. It's $6.99, and here's what makes this very cool. You don't actually get this wet. It's not meant for this one to get wet. And I'm hoping you are going to be able to see, if you look up close at the sponge itself, that it has like a fingerprint on it. Okay, so this patch right here mimics the patterns on a fingerprint. When you are blending out your concealer or, you know, putting like touching up, I don't use this to apply foundation. I apply my foundation and then I use the fat side of it just to like go over and tap, use it dry, and then you just wipe it off. I use my little wet ones, baby wipes over here. You just wipe it off in between uses and you just pat it in, and it basically is like using your fingers to apply makeup. It gives it that same like kind of natural application. And then this for under eye concealer. Like I said, I thought it was kind of gimmicky because I'm like, well, they'll just use my fingers, but I get it. A lot of people don't want to do that for bacteria reasons. Sometimes it's because you've got like really long nails and you can't be getting all up in there, whatever the reason is. This is actually really cool and really works, and was kind of one of those things that I thought was going to be just like junk, but it's not. I really, really like this. And I really like that I don't have to get it wet, because out here in my little cabin where I've got a bunch of it's basically my office / closet, and I don't have access to water out here. So I actually use this little thing. I wasn't intending to share this, but you know, Angie likes rabbit trails. So this allows me to keep clean water in here. And then I take a sponge and you press down and the water just comes out of this top little hole right into the sponge. And then I just to squeeze it out, or I'll just open the door and squeeze it out outside and let the excess water out. But this little thing like allows me to have access to water for my sponges without having to like go in the bathroom inside and run them under the sink. The idea is that the sponge itself, because of this material here and the fact you're not getting it wet, it doesn't absorb all of the makeup that you would be putting into the sponge. So it saves you from wasting. Think about how much makeup you rinse out of these sponges when, like traditional ones, when you go in the bathroom and rinse them. It's a ton. Need my smoothie. I'm probably gonna have like little berries stuck in my teeth now. Speaking of foundation, I rarely do this, but I hopped on Instagram stories immediately when I opened this package and was just playing around with it. When it arrived, I had gotten a few new beauty products and I was just sitting out here and I tested this foundation. I was like, what in the what? And I jumped on Instagram stories immediately to share about it because I was like, I love this stuff. It's a cushion foundation. I don't even know where the cushion thing, I don't say ever. I rarely, if ever, use the sponge thing that it comes with. I use my makeup brush, which is, of course, my very favorite BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. BK Beauty is just killing it with the brushes, all right? A few years ago, I got the BK Beauty concealer brush that she did, collab that she did with Angie, Hot and Flashy. Great name. And I love that. It's like a kitten paw concealer brush. It's great. That has like spurred me to start trying more BK Beauty brushes because I know that, you know, the founder is like a former makeup artist and she seems to put a lot of thought, effort, consideration into making really great quality brushes at still a reasonable price. So this foundation brush is just fast to become a very favorite of mine. So I just used this with the cushion foundation. It's what I'm wearing today. First time I put it on, I was like, wow, it makes my skin as flawless as it's gonna look without like caking on a bunch of makeup and not have that makeup-y look when it's all said and done. So I really, really like this. It's from the brand Misha, which has become one of my favorite brands on Amazon. I believe it's a Korean beauty brand. I have their BB cream that I use and have shared that with you guys in kind of that red burgundy bottle. This is their Glow Balm stuff. I use this before I put on makeup almost every day. So I have a number of products from them that I really like. Sorry, I was just reading a text from my sister. This is why I can't be allowed to have my phone anywhere near me when I'm filming. I saw a bunch of uppercase letters, which means either something is good or bad. We'll find out after. Because if it's good, I'll be in a good mood. If it's bad, I won't. And that will ruin the rest of this video. Okay, let me just quickly tell you about this bracelet. This is a tennis bracelet, a diamond tennis bracelet, not real diamonds, obviously. I have been wearing it almost every day. After my grandma passed away a few years ago, she had a few diamond tennis bracelets. And so my sisters and I each got one that my mom had passed, like they went to my mom and then she passed them down to my sisters. And I love it, but I am honestly a little scared to wear it because not just because like, oh, it's a real diamond bracelet, but because it has a lot of sentimental value to me. It's not the like monetary value of it, it's the sentimental value of it. And so I just get worried about wearing those and like having them get lost or broken, especially like out here on the farm and with the kids and stuff. I don't know. But I love the look of it. And so this one on Amazon is under $20. And the best part is that it comes in 3 sizes. You can get it in 6.5 inches, 7 inches, or 7.5 inches. This is the 7. I first ordered the 6.5 and I couldn't snap it. Returned the other one, got the 7. So I really, really like that. It's a great like, designer lookalike, meaning that it looks like a nice diamond tennis bracelet, even though it's not real. Some thief will be very disappointed with all of my designer inspired finds. I imagine they like mug me in a parking lot and they're like, oh, look, she's got this nice fancy purse and this watch and this diamond tennis bracelet. And they take it all to the pawn shop after they rob me. And they're like, none of this is real. Robbers are like, dang it. I wonder how the dupe industry is hurting burglars. Christopher and I really need to bring back our podcast so we can discuss whether or not pickleball is a CIA op and whether or not the current market for robbers is hurting because of the dupe industry. You know, these are all topics that we just maybe need to deep dive. Should have shared more about this because this is actually on my list, but let me just mention again quickly that the e.l.f. lip plumping balms, these you like kind of click up from the bottom just a little bit. Don't go crazy because it does actually move. And when you hear plumping, you might think that weird, like icy hot feeling that makes your lips feel weird and tingly. This doesn't do that at all. It has very slight plumping effect, like just more of a cooling, like very, very light cooling. Comes in a bunch of colors. And I gotta say, great dupe for the hourglass ones, which I really fell in love with. But whenever I find something like this that I really love, but I feel like, ugh, they're $35, you know? Like I'm always looking for a good alternative kind of dupe product. So I also have one, I only have one from NYX, the Fat Oil Slick Click. These names, you guys. The NYX Fat Oil Slick Click. Oh my, going viral, number 4. This is also a great shade. I really don't think I should be putting all these on at the same time. The other one is a little bit more peachy. This one is a little bit more mauvey, but either way, these are actually both good. I have the e.l.f. one in 4 shades because it really is that good, especially for $7. Like, yeah. And because I'm just going to talk quickly about lip products, because again, y'all ask a lot, that as soon as this comes back in stock, if it's back in stock, I will link it right now. This is from Violet. I'm probably butchering that. This is their Bisou Balm, which is their sheer matte lipsticks. And this is in the shade Callison. So there are other shades that are in stock, and I do have it in one other shade that is much more like a vibrant pinky purple. But this one in the shade Callison, it kind of looks like nothing in the tube, as in like not all that exciting. But this is, for me, one of the best, like my lips but better things. And I love the matte, just especially for like lighter makeup. And I just want to put this on. It's just very, very natural looking, but still very pretty. But it is always out of stock. If it's in stock, I'll link it. If it's not, I will do a community post as soon as it's back in stock. I'll put it on a slide and give in-stock alerts for this as best I can, because it really is that good. I realize that this and where'd it go? These two things are not drugstore prices. They're both around the $30 mark. But if I had to just pick two things, it'd be these. I do have other beauty favorites. I don't talk a ton about like makeup stuff here. Instagram seems to really enjoy the makeup content. So that's where I put most like makeup related things, is on Instagram in reels and stories and stuff. If you want to see some other beauty related content, if you like hearing about some of these good like swaps and dupes and just beauty related things, let me know. And I will mix in some of those videos, maybe like a full get ready with me. You know what would be fun? You let me know in the comments, okay? Let me know what you think about this. You know what would be fun? To do like a get ready with me as a live. Instead of me filming it and editing it, like let's just flip open the laptop, go live and get ready, and I can share everything that I'm using, and maybe I'll do it like earlier in the day so that maybe you might be getting ready yourself and we could just get ready together. The last thing I want to mention is this perfume. Every single time I wear this, someone in my family or in the real world stop. Every single time somebody is like, what is that? It's Jones Road, and it is her fragrance called Shower. If you like to just smell fresh and clean, you don't really want to smell like a flower, you don't really want to smell like a burnt fireplace, you just, you're like, I'm not into it. Today I don't feel like smelling like jasmine or neroli or patchouli. I just want to smell clean, which sometimes, especially in like spring, I really like the very clean scents. This is the Jones Road Shower. If you like to just smell clean, you like to just smell like, it's like obviously a little more fragrance than just clean. It doesn't smell like baby powder or something. This could honestly be a great like signature scent. If you don't want a lot of perfume, but you just want to smell really clean and nice, this Jones Road Shower fragrance is so good. After my voyage into what the youngins on TikTok and such are doing, I have found that they are not all wrong. They are right about some things. These collagen wrapping masks, I've tried like 5 of them. This one is my very favorite. I have a close second. The Medicube one is a close second, but this is my first favorite. I'm looking for my little brush, because I will say that this like silicone brush to apply it with is worth the extra $7, because it's a little hard to apply evenly with your fingers. You can totally do it. But once I added this, where I could just apply it quickly, easily, and not need to like go wash my hands, it's great. I love this. I know I've talked about it before, but I just want to mention it because it's like, that's one of those things that like the youngins made popular on the TikToks. And it's something that I feel that they were correct about. I don't feel they're right about everything, but that they were right about for sure. As we are freshening up our spring wardrobe, as well as our spring makeup and beauty and skincare routines and things, hopefully you'll find some of these things helpful or useful. Lipsticks, especially just good neutral pinky shade lipsticks, are pretty much everybody's like standard go-to favorites most of the time. Mine too, though spring, summer, I do tend to pull out my reds for daily wear. But for right now, I do really like these just kind of like very basic pink neutrally lipsticks. And we've got lots of good options. No matter what your budget is, your range of budget is, there are great options. That's the most important thing. So that is it for me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will hopefully see you again very soon.